4 years ago, Sam and Paula Hill bought the home they thought they could afford. They both had full-time jobs, and considering their combined incomes, they purchased a beautiful 40-year-old home in Upper Marlboro, Maryland.
When we first moved into the house, we had an adjustable rate loan. And 2 years into that, we refinanced into an FHA fixed rate. What I didn't understand was the increase in the interest rate when we went from the ARM to the fixed, because it went up considerably, because we were like at 5%, then it went to 7.5% when we went to the fixed rate with the same lender.
One thing after another is occurring right now, and when you're trying to maintain a family just like anyone else, I mean, we're no different from all the families out here. You know, when you're having to deal with outside things that you didn't plan on dealing with, that's when things are just starting to evolve into more and more. And from cars problems, everybody have car problems. For the children, trying to make sure that they're living the lifestyle that we want them to live as well. It's just was a thing of things was happening too fast.
Faced with mounting bills and decreased finances, the Hills turned to their lender to try to negotiate a solution.
And it was just extremely frustrating, because I would ask a question and not necessarily get an answer. They would just say, well, ma'am, we need to know this information. Well, why do you need to know that? You know, or explain to me what the process is going to be, or explain to me, if you said, well, it depends on the answer to your question, which kind of process we go through. Well, what are the options? What are the processes that you go through? What are the different ones that you use?
The problem is that for a lot of people, when they're trying to deal with agents and deal with these companies, is when you are in a conversation with an agent and you're trying to understand how I'm supposed to pay for the house, how I'm supposed to pay for the mortgages and all that, and then when there come a problem, the problem is not getting good information.
Frustrated, the Hills turned to the internet to find the help they needed with Home Free USA.
He called me back, and he asked me a few questions, and he said, well, he felt like that he could help me, and he needed me to come in and sit down and talk. And I remember sitting in there and talking with him, and him calling Wells Fargo, and they gave him a little resistance because they didn't want to talk to him at first. Then they found out I was in the room, so they talked to him. And him knowing the questions to ask, they still gave him some pushback, but he was very persistent, and he knew what to ask them when they came back with an answer, and he knew the next question to ask. And it was, you could tell in the midst of the conversation that the person on the other end kind of understood that maybe we shouldn't give this person a runaround. They have given me my regular monthly payment to make for 3 months while they're in the process of working the loan modification.